Hi everyone, it's great to see you. I am here to do an exciting unboxing from two Japanese maples from Mr. Maple, unboxing two Japanese maples that I'm really excited about, and I cut the box to open the lid so it was going to be easy to do on video, and one of them started to jump out of the box. Now Mr. Maple and their people work wonderfully to pack these up, and somehow they managed to bend the trees so they fit in the box. I, however, am not that good, and I'm not going to try to stuff it back in. So yes, the lid is already off here, but look at the size of this tree. I am so excited. So this large Japanese maple that you see here is actually going to remain a smaller size Japanese maple, but it is, much further along and has a great start here. So let me tell you about the larger one, and then I'll tell you about the tiny one. This Japanese maple is Orangeola, and oh, look at this. It comes in an extra large 1 gallon pot, which is awesome. I'm gonna put it right in here with pickle. And it's one of the most cascading dwarf Japanese maples that we have. So it just naturally is going to be that weeping type of Japanese maple. I love this, and I love how it already has some shape here. This is really exciting. Now, Orangeola, I wanted because of its color. Well, not only does it stay small, it's going to get to be about 4 feet tall by 5 feet wide in about 10 years, but when it puts out its new growth in the spring, and then that new growth that comes on in the summer is going to be that orangey red color. And then as the leaves get older, they turn green, but as they're sending out new ones, you get that layer of the orange. And then it's supposed to have one of the best orange colors in fall. So I couldn't resist. Now this is going to stay in a pot. It is hardy down to zone 5, so we should be good with this. This is a high graft, so you can see that it's grafted on roots that are hardy here. Usually they're more hardy for disease resistance or for weather. And then we have the Orangeola part on top, which is fabulous. I like when there's a high graft like this because to me that just shows the weeping of the tree so much better. So I'm going to take this out of the bag here, and I'm going to show you what I do initially when I'm going to be putting one of the Japanese maples into a container outside, some type of planter. I tend to put them into a grow bag that then goes into a plastic nursery pot. I've been having a lot of luck with the grow bags because they have such good drainage, and that's a really important thing for your Japanese maples. So I use a 2 gallon outside pot here. Yes, and Pickle thinks it's weeping over just so he can play with it. And then here we have a 1 gallon grow bag. So I'm just gonna put it in the plastic nursery pot so it has that structure to hold it for me. And I'm going to grab some gloves that I have here. You've probably noticed that I tend to use disposable gloves when I garden. I just find that this is so much easier. My garden gloves get so dirty, and I always get dirt inside them. It's always just, okay, be gentle with the tree, darling. It's always just easier for me to have the disposable gloves to wear. You want to come on over here? This is more fun on this side. We have to entice them over. Come on, boys. Once they see that I'm pouring dirt in here, Pickle and Pumpkin love some dirt. So this is pretty dry potting mix, and I will water it afterwards, but not a ton, because right now it's in its dormant stage. We don't need that much water. The ones that are being stored in little planters and containers out in the cold shed, I'm going out every couple weeks to check on them, and maybe giving them a cup of water. Not that much. They seem to be staying just fine. So here we go. I'm going to take off the tags. I'll have to make an official tag here for them. Okay, I'm going to take off the little piece that keeps that dirt down. Okay, this is always going to make me nervous because I don't want to hurt anything. Oh, it's gonna slide out beautifully. Look at that. Look at those great looking roots. Oh, I love it. And that is what is so important here. So I'm gonna try to get our trunk going up pretty straight. Yeah, pumpkin, this is pretty exciting. Oh. This is going to be one that I think just makes a great impact, and having it in a planter like this, especially when it's at its prime for its coloring, whether that's spring or fall, I can then move that planter where it's really going to be seen by everyone. And that's what I am hoping for. Okay. There we go. Mr. Maple had a video the other day that talked about this. If you do not subscribe to their YouTube channel, I would highly recommend it if you like Japanese maples, and even if you just like gardening in general. I have learned so much from them, and it's always good to branch out from what we're most comfortable with. I am not most comfortable with Japanese maples, but look at how nice that looks. So now I have my grow bag that I can lift out. I can put it in other planters. I know that it's going to be draining really well. Often I'll just put the grow bag in the garden like this. The dark color blends in and you don't even notice that these are throughout the yard. Okay, let's get to the other little tree that I took out here. Oh, and I've been having this one in my cart for quite a while. And you'll notice that sometimes like I'll have a bunch of unboxings like right in a row. And that's because I have these trees that I really want to get my hands on, but Mr. Maple releases them in, relatively small amounts throughout the year. And so you have to wait until you get the notification that the ones you want are in stock, and then all of a sudden quickly you have to check out. So it just happened that I really hit it well this week, and a lot of the trees that I wanted came in stock. And this is lily pad. What a great name for a tree. So lily pad is hardy down to zone 5 and hardy up to zone 9. It is a tiny little tree. So this is a new type of variegated dwarf Japanese maple from Mikawa Yatsubutsu. And we know that that is one of the trees that everybody loves because the leaves are layered on there. They just look so cool. And this sport keeps that really dense layered type of leaves. In fact, if you look real carefully, you can see how close these leaves are going to emerge. And that layering just looks fabulous. It's also more of a flat type of Japanese maple. So we're looking at, it's gonna get about 3 feet tall by 4 feet wide in 10 years. And because it's wider and it has these layers, it sort of looks like a lily pad, and that's why they named it lily pad, which I just think is so cool. It has a real unique look to it, and when you're walking around the garden, I want things that people are going to look at and go, oh, that's really neat, that's cool. And I feel like lily pad is one of those. So I'm also going to be keeping this one in a grow bag, so I'm going to plant this up right now also. And it is going to be in a slightly larger grow bag, although this says it's a 1 gallon. This is like an extra large 1 gallon. So I'm going to do just the same thing that I did with Orangeola. I'm going to just put a little bit of our potting mix down the bottom. And if you're having trouble with drainage from your pots, drainage is going to be the most important thing with these. I would say give a grow bag a try, but take it out of the plastic once you get it into the garden, because that just really lets it drain well. Although there's good drainage in this, which is great, so that might work for you, but if you have the grow bag out of the nursery pot, it's even better drainage. Okay, prepare to make a mess. Oops, I think we lost some. Don't look. Okay, we're going to, I want to make sure that this is raised up enough. Okay. And I want to keep that soil level at the same height. Oh, actually that worked out very well. Okay, it's a little bit to this one side, but I think that is going to be okay. Add a little potting mix over here. There we go. And I'm not tamping this down too hard, but I do want any air pockets out. And I'm going to lift it out and shake out the dirt. There we go. That's when the cats come running. They're like, ooh, dirt. Okay, so we have lily pad, we have Orangeola here. This looks so exciting. So I will especially enjoy sharing these with you come spring, and it's not that long now until spring. You know, it's tough to wait when you have new plants like this. I just want to see them leaf out and how that will be and take pictures for you. If you have grown either of these before, I would love to see them, and if you have any tips for me, please do share them. A shout out to Mr. Maple. Thank you for making these great plants available to us. We know you work really, really hard, and we appreciate that you let us leave our contact information when there's ones we can't get so that we can order them when they come in. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.